Hello guys, I hope you are doing good. In this video we are going to talk about defining the function and then let's get started. Okay, as you know this domain and range, what's the meaning of this one? When you see this x, it means that input, and then we have a y, f of x, this is output. In here we have some example. When I talk about x value, you have to understand the domain. When I talk about the y value, it means that range. Okay, as you see this, here we have a 1. If I replace into function, what will be 1 plus 1? As a result, 2. What I did, I replace 1, I get 2. If I replace negative 1 plus 1 equal to what? 0. So I replace negative 1, I get the 0. Here I have a. If I replace in x a, guys, what will be? A plus 1. Isn't it? Which means I replace the a, I get the a plus 1. And then the last one, 0, isn't it? If I replace the 0, 0 plus 1 equal to what? 1. What I did, I replace 0, I get the 1. So those part we call the order pair. What's the meaning of the order pair? Order pair, it means that when you replace in x 1, okay, you must get the y 2. Okay, this is the we call order pair. Let's have some example. All right, when you see this, finding the missing coefficient. Guys, finding the missing coefficient means this. Here, if my function, this function, passing the through point, if I say that verifying or satisfying or passing through this point, it means that this is the x, this is the y. And this point must be satisfy the function. If you look at here, it says that find the value of the k. Let me find. In place of the y, I will just replace negative 4 equal to k times, what's the x value? Negative 2 minus 3 times negative 2 minus 1. Here I want to find the what value? K value. Negative 4 is equal negative 2 power of 2. It will be 4, isn't it, this part? Which is 4k. Negative plus 6 and minus 1. Let me arrange it. Negative 4 is equal to 4k plus 5. Can I move the 5 other side? Negative 4 minus 5 equal to 4k. 4k is equal to what? Negative 9, isn't it? Can I divide both sides by 4? K is equal to negative 9 over 4. It's my final answer. Okay, next example, same idea, guys. There is no any different. Look at here. Again, I have a x and I have a y. Let me replace in f of x negative 3 and then 2 power of 3 minus k times 2. Isn't it? Because x value is 2. Negative 3 is equal to 8 minus 2k. Can I move this one other side? Negative 3 minus 8 is equal to negative 2k. Negative 11 if is equal to negative 2k. Can I divide both sides by 2? By negative 2. Negative cancel. Negative sign are cancel. Can I say that k is equal to 11 over 2? Yes, it is answer B. Okay, next example. Let me use a different color just for fun. When you see this point is here, isn't it? Is given. And then the graph is passing through this point, is passing this point. So it means that this point, which is 4 and 2, must be satisfied my function. In x 4, in y 2. Let me replace. 2 is equal 8 times 4 minus 3 power of 2. Can I say that 2 is equal 8 times 4 minus 3? 1. 1 power of 2, it is a 1. 2 is equal to a we found it, which is 2. Final answer. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Again, find the value of the k if the point is given. When you see that this point is 0 and 0, isn't it? X and y. 0 is equal k times 0 square. Guys, here we have to talk about a little bit about all real number. Do you know why? Because any number, if you multiply by k, it will be 0. For example, this number can be -3, can be 1, can be any number. If you multiply by 0, okay, any number when you multiply by 0, still result will be 0. So because of this, we say that answer is all real number. And any number, it is fine. Okay? Example number 5, it says this: y is equal to c times in absolute value of the x. Before I start to solve the question, guys, when you see this negative, it should be +3. We mentioned in the classroom. Now, when you look at here, if I replace any x value here, either negative or positive, because of the absolute value and the square root, the result of this one always will be positive, isn't it? And which means y will be always positive. And look at the table. Which table y value, all of them are positive. Let me check. Here, this can't be because we have a negative. Here y value, negative, can't be. Here, yes, we have a negative number, cannot be. But when you look at here, all of them are positive, isn't it, y value? So answer is D directly. Shortly, we can answer this question like this. Okay, example number 6. Guys, the table is given, and then they say that find the value of the k. When you look at here, this is 0 and 0, isn't it? This one is not useful. Why, teacher? It's because of the array number. When you replace a 0, of course you will get a 0. It's not useful. Second one, x value is given, but y value is missing. Also this one not useful. Only which point I have to use? The last one, isn't it? Let me replace. In y, I will replace 1 over root 2 equal to k times. If I replace in x, 1 over 2 power of 1 over 2 power of 3 in a radical expression. Okay, 1 over root 2 equal k times 1 power of 3 is 1, root 1, 2 power of 3, root 8. Because this power is belong to 1, at the same time is belong to 2. Okay? And then let me continue. 1 over root 2 equal to, root 1 is 1. 1 times k, k, over root 8. From now on, what should I do? I have to use the cross product. 1 times root 8 is equal to k times root 2. So can I say that divide both sides by root 2, guys? Can I divide it? Yes. K, it will be what? Root 8 over root 2, isn't it? Look at here. 8 divided by 2, it will be root 4, isn't it? A root 4 is equal to what? 2 as a final answer. A is equal to 2. Okay, guys, this is the for explanation part. Thank you for listening. See you next video.